Good morning. Happy Thursday. I haven't vlogged this week, obviously, because it's the first clip you're seeing, but I just wanted to say hello before I head to school. I actually need to leave like right this minute, so I'm gonna pack up my backpack and then I will catch up with you guys when I get to school. I just like changed like 8 times because I could not find something that looked good, and now I'm so out of breath from doing all that. So I'm gonna pack up my stuff and then I'll catch up with you guys probably when I get to school. Okay, at school, I put a sweater on because it's really cold this morning. The last few days, actually the last couple days, it's been really cold, like all day, but that's literally what I just said. But today is one of those days I can tell it's gonna be like kind of cold in the morning and then it's just gonna warm up. So I figured I'd bring a sweater and then I'll just take it off. But last week, oh my gosh, I swear you guys, I emailed. So first of all, I'm like working with another school site to, I'm like working at the same time, so that's why I'm like not looking at you guys. But I'm working with another school site to make them shirts for, they're going to Ron Clark again. Like my school's going to Ron Clark again. I'm not going because I went last year, but they're all going, and so they're getting shirts again like we made last year. And so the first time I'm emailing her, this lady from another site, I gave her my personal email, which is like an old email, but I gave her my personal email, which is like Vanessa dot my old last name, and because that's my Venmo like account. And so she was like, oh, I sent the money, and I was like, I didn't get it. And she like was like, oh, and I even typed my email 2 times, and then she finally was like, oh, is this the correct email? And she like copy and pasted it, and I was like, yeah, that's right. And then it dawned on me that it was missing an S on my name. Like I didn't even notice that it was missing an S. And I saw that 3 times and I didn't notice it was missing an S. Like I've had the same name my entire life. You would think I would know how to spell my own name. And then last night I was trying to order the shirts, like through the company that we order the like blank shirts from that I print on. And I went to look back at the email that had the sizes that she had sent me, and it was like 2 smalls, 7 mediums, 2 larges, and like 1 extra large or something like that. And for some reason in my head I was like, oh, that's only 9 shirts. But like I knew that they wanted, I think it was like 14 that they were ordering, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's only 9 shirts. And so I emailed her and I told her that I only have the sizes for 9 shirts and that I needed to get the other sizes ASAP because I have to order them because they need to come in. And like I was running late on everything anyway because I was waiting for sizes from other people, not them, but other people. And then I was like later, like 10 minutes later, I was like getting ready to be done and just like have my cart open and have Skylar have to order it today. And I was like, oh, I'll just look back at that email and like maybe just recount and see if I counted wrong. And it definitely equaled 14. I don't know where I got 9 from. Like, I don't know. My brain doesn't work. And twice now I've told her, this lady that doesn't even know me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I keep using my pregnancy as an excuse, but like, I think my excuses are gonna run out soon. So she probably thinks I'm just like a total dum-dum. Yeah. So anyway, that's been my last few days. So anyway, I'm getting a new student today. So I have a lot of stuff I gotta get done this morning, which is why I'm trying to like work at the same time. But I have a few things I wanted to show you, but I think I'll just wait until after school. I'm probably gonna stay a few minutes because we do have a baby shower after school, hence the gifts that I had brought today, if you saw in that last clip. So I do have the baby shower to go to. Like so many people at my work are pregnant right now. So we have 2 baby showers today of babies that are going to be born like pretty soon in the next like month or 2. And then I'm pregnant obviously, and then we just had one that was born over Christmas break, and then who else is pregnant? Oh, we have another person who's pregnant. She's like a kind of like an 8, I guess you would call her. She's pregnant, and like we're not a very big school. Like we're like one of the smaller ones in our district, and so it's just kind of funny that like this many people are pregnant at the same time. I feel like there's someone else that was too. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm gonna work and I will catch up with you guys after school today. I just thought I'd share my funny stories with you because, oh my god, I feel like such an idiot, honestly. So anyway, I'll catch up with you guys after school today. Hello, happy end of the day. Today was such a weird day because I had 8 kids out, and then by the end of the day I had to 10. Like, I started the class with 8 kids out. One ended up showing up late, and then I ended up having a kid leave like an hour into school starting because he had a fever. And then another kid left at lunchtime because they also had a fever. And I'm assuming all the rest of the kids that were sick or that were not here are also sick with fevers because like the sickness must have just hit our classroom hard. So needless to say, it was a very quiet, easy day. Even I guess my new student, they didn't end up coming today, and then I went up to the office to be like, hey, because we've had times in the past where they've said like, oh, you're getting a new kid, and like they just like never come, and then you ask and they're like, yeah, we don't know what happened. So I went up there to say like, hey, like, do I mark them absent, like what's going on? And they said like, yeah, they are coming, but they also had a fever today. So I was like, cool, they got our sickness without even being here. So yeah, I was gonna go to the gym. Well, we had the baby shower today, so it's already actually 4:50. So I'm actually just gonna pack up right now and head home. But I had a couple things I was gonna show you guys this week. I just figured I can show you one thing right now, and then I'll show you the other thing later. But before that, I wanted to tell you guys, because I haven't got to mention on here. I did mention over on Instagram a couple days ago that I'm going to be at the Q conference, I guess it's just called. I don't know. It's a huge technology conference that they do in Palm Springs every year. They do it other places. I think they do like an East Coast one as well. This is the West Coast one. It's in Palm Springs every year, and I've always wanted to go. It's like a huge conference, like 5,000 people. And I've always wanted to go, but it's like, I don't know, it's like $350, and like I'd have to take days off school. So I've never been able to go, and I'm not part of the tech team like at my site or anything, so I don't get to go to stuff like that. My tech person gets to go. My tech people get to go, which is really cool because one of my like best friends at school is going to be going. So yeah, I'm going, and I'm presenting on a panel. Not presenting, I'm like speaking on a panel, I guess. Presenting is not the right word. Speaking on a panel. It'll be like a Q&A. I think, I don't know yet. They just asked me, and there's a moderator, and when I've gone to a like speaking thing like that before where there was a moderator, it was just like a Q&A type thing, so I'm assuming that's what it'll be. But it's me, Megan from Too Cool for Middle School, Latanya from Smarty Style, and then Darren from Mr. Nikakihara, and Molly. I don't believe she does YouTube. I think she's just on Instagram, but she's Lessons and Laughter, one of the two. But her name is Molly, and actually I've never met her. I've met the other people before when I went to Miami last year, which I'm not going to Miami this year. I've decided to not go because of the fact that I'm pregnant, and I just don't feel like comfortable flying across the country without Skylar when I'm like, I don't know how pregnant I would be, like 6 months pregnant, 5. I'll be like 5 months, so it'd be like 6 months, yeah. But it's actually the same weekend as IDT this year, the Q thing, which actually it was the same weekend last year, which is just like a random fact that I know that. But yeah, so I will be there. If anyone else is going to be there, like let me know, because I would love to meet you guys. And yeah, I'm so excited. I love hanging out with like all those people from YouTube, and it's just so much fun. I'm so excited to hang out with Darren because we just have so much fun together. And I think maybe Skylar's going to come out one night because he's actually he's met Darren, but he's never gotten to like really hang out with him or anything. So I think Skylar will come out one night and hang out, and because we'll be staying like in a hotel and everything like that. So yeah, I'm so excited. So if you guys will be there, let me know, because yeah, like I said, I'd love to meet you. So yeah, but that was my exciting news for the day. I also have another thing of exciting news, but I think I'll wait to share that because I need to figure out like a couple more like details and logistics of it. It's already all figured out, but I need to like on my end like do my own research into what I'm doing. But essentially I'm going to be finishing up my last few credits. I finished my master's last week, my last class, and so I'm just waiting for like my grades to post. But in order to get to the last column on my pay scale for my district, I needed like 13 more units. So I'm going to be working with a professional development company to get those last units and take some classes, but I will share that with you guys once I can kind of like speak about it better. So yeah. Anyway, one thing I was going to show you guys that we've been doing, because it's going to get thrown away if I don't show it to you now, is in my math win group, we've been working on addition, subtraction, no, well, more just addition, but addition, subtraction within 1,000, and then they've like pretty much all mastered it. So I was trying to think of things besides just word problems to throw at them that would like challenge them a little bit more. And so one thing that the third grade teacher, that's my good friend here at work, had said that on the third grade like state test that they see a lot is the whole idea of like critiquing somebody's work and like finding the mistakes. So I tried to like combine fun with work. So I made this paper, looks like this. And so on this side, they solve a problem. So I just write a random problem on the board and then they solve it, and just like a 3-digit addition problem, like super basic. And then on the other side, so then they crumple it up, they do like a snowball fight, which they have fun doing, crumple it up, and then on the other side, they have to then critique the work of like whatever paper they picked up. So they'll say like, either I just tell them like if they solved it correctly, then they can just write it is good. And they just put their name, but then they have a pen to be able to like fix the work too if needed. And some of them I tell them like purposely make a mistake that's going to be like hard to find. So I'll say like, okay, I want you guys to solve this problem, but I want you guys to find or to make like a really small mistake, and then so that the other person like has something to critique. So each time they kind of just go back and forth, and then this just gets thrown around the room. So like 4 people end up using this paper. So then once they critique, then their job would be to go to the next box to then now use that paper to solve a problem, and then it gets thrown to like a next person, and so on and so forth. So they've really liked it this week, and it's been like a fun like game, but not really a game. So yeah, they've really liked it. But I just wanted to share that, and it was like so easy to throw together, and like this is all it takes. Like they need this, and they need a pen or like a colored pencil or something. I just had a bunch of pens, so I had them use pens because none of my colored pencils are sharpened because I don't have a sharpener. And then a pencil. But really they just need two writing utensils and the paper. And like that whole thing, our win group is 30 minutes. And we like literally hit the 30-minute mark all 3 days this week with doing all 4 problems, and that was it. So yeah, it was fun. But I'm gonna go home and make some dinner. My stomach kind of hurts. I think it's from eating cupcake. I just feel kind of nauseous. So I think it's from the cupcake that I had at the baby shower. But yeah, so I'm going to eat dinner. Maybe that'll help. And I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow on Friday. We don't have to PLC tomorrow after school. So I have a lot of time in the afternoon to prep, and it's going to be a good afternoon. I'll see you guys tomorrow. So it's already Friday at 5:30, and I completely forgot that I was vlogging. So, and I just did like so many things that I could have shared with you guys, which is so annoying, but I'll share with you what I did because it's already done now. Which is actually one more thing I was going to share with you guys was I posted on Instagram, I think like a week ago or so, about the learning targets that I have hung up in my room and how I like go about doing that. But I never shared it on here. From what I can remember, I don't think I did, but I just switched all my stuff around now so I can actually show you. So let me flip you guys around. If you already saw this on Instagram, then this isn't going to be new to you, but I have my learning goal up here, and then I put like the little target next to it, and then the success criteria that goes underneath it, and it just made it a lot easier to put it on each wall. So I used to try to have them like all together, and they would go over here. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. They would go over here somewhere, and I just didn't like having it like all in one place. I just felt like it's better to kind of separate it. I don't know, I just like it better, and then I could fit like more posters because I had like blank space on this wall that I wasn't using, and then same with like the math wall. So I did, this is like our current learning target for reading right now, and then underneath it I've been trying to put like a graphic organizer or something that kind of goes with it, like a practice type thing that we do whole group underneath the target to kind of like show what it is we're doing. And it kind of made me mad because by chance I happened to do this red, which happened to be the red thing up there, this orange, which happened to be the orange thing, and then I did this green, which also happens to be the green thing, and I did this one blue. And that was just like by chance. And if I had strategically thought about it, I could have done this one green as well, and then it would like match this, but it was just happened to be by chance that I did it in those colors. I don't even know how I managed to do that, but anyway. And then this is our old one. So we were working on author's purpose. Sorry, I keep not looking at the screen. I don't realize I'm like this. This is, what am I trying to say? Author's purpose. And then this was like a graphic organizer that kind of went with it. And then right now I just hung up, because this used to have something else on the wall, but I'd never really used it for that. So I hung up these little tassels. I forgot that I had those from, oh my gosh, where did I get those? It wasn't really good stuff. What's like one of the companies, Carson DeLosa, I think. They had sent them to me. They let me pick out some stuff, like I think at the end of last year, and they never, oh my gosh, I can't talk, you guys. I never used them. I picked these out and I never used them for anything. They just sat in my cabinet because I never had a use for them. So I just figured I'd hang them up there because this wall felt kind of bare. And then I just took down the little things that I had right here. It just said like welcome, which was kind of silly because there's no like welcoming people right there. And so I hung them up there, and it kind of worked perfect because I could space them perfectly because of the little like curvies on the line. Like I could space them out perfect. And then over here, I put the same thing up as well, which is the light's kind of hitting it funny, but just like a little like tassel type thing. The blue was the only string I had, which is not the best matching, but that's okay. And then the other thing we did today, which, let me set this down. Oh my gosh, this shirt is like not right for the bump, but it was twin day, and so me and my friends here at work, we all have this shirt, and so we all wore it. But oh my gosh, yeah, so many kids today too were like a couple of my kids that I've had like in recent years, like 2 years ago or something, they were like, oh, like you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah, you guys didn't know that? And I guess like a lot of kids didn't know that or something. I don't know. Or maybe they forgot. I really don't know. But I was like, yeah. And they were like, so many kids have said this. Their reaction is always, you never told us that. And I'm like, because I wasn't pregnant 2 years ago. It's always so funny. Like I guess they just don't get like the timeline. I don't know. But yeah, so many kids have said that to me, like, you didn't tell us that. And I'm just like, well, I wasn't pregnant back then or last year or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It's really cute. And then one of my students today, they saw my stomach, and I guess I don't typically wear like super tight shirt like this. If I do, it's like a maternity shirt, so it kind of just fits differently. And they were like, she came up to me and she's like, what is that? Like pointing at my stomach, and because I had taken my sweater off, and she's like, what is that? And I was like, it's the baby. And she was like, oh my gosh, the baby, it's growing, or it's coming. I think she said it's coming. And I was like, yeah, like I would hope it's growing. And she like runs away, and she's like, the baby. And she goes up to like other students. She was like, the baby. So then my other students like are thinking something's wrong, and so they come up to me, and a couple of kids are like, what's wrong with the baby? And I was like, nothing's wrong with the baby. Like, she's just really excited. Like, I don't know, I guess she just realized that like the baby's starting to grow, and it like just hit her or something. It was the cutest thing ever though, honestly. Like, she was just so stoked. And you're probably gonna hear a really loud like thing going by because they're like doing work outside. So you're probably gonna hear like the Zamboni. I swear it's like literally a Zamboni, but they're like cleaning the sidewalks or something. I don't even know. Okay, so the other thing we did today, not that was really anything that we did today, but we made our Valentine's bags, which this is a little craft from Jess over at Hello Third Grade. It's in her TPT. We did the same thing last year. They're little love monsters. We just use them to put our Valentines in because we do like a Valentine exchange. And then she uses them for something different. The kids like write letters to each other or notes or something. I don't know. but I don't use it that way. So it has like the little head, little eyes, and like little things, and then when it sits on the table, it's like the legs like hang off. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love these every year. I just think that you guys, I am obsessed with Valentine's Day. I love Valentine's Day so much, and I don't even like care about like Valentine's Day. I just think Valentine's Day is like the cutest thing on the planet. Everything is just so cute. I love all the pink. I love all the hearts. I just love Valentine's Day. Like, I haven't decorated my planner basically since the beginning of the year. I like fill out my planner every week, but like I don't decorate it or anything. Where can I set this down? I don't decorate it, and the last 2 weeks I fully decked out my planner for Valentine's Day. I'll show you guys what I did. Last week wasn't as crazy, but this week is like super crazy. Let me show you. Okay, so this was last week's. I just did like all pink and red, and I just threw like a couple stickers on the page. But this week, oh my gosh, like I threw stickers everywhere. It's like all pink and all red, and it just looks so cute. Like, I'm so excited. It just makes my heart so happy. I love Valentine's Day. But you can see like other weeks, like let me see. Oh, like here. Like that was a pretty boring week. And most of my weeks just kind of look like this, where they're just like black. Or like, I was doing colorful for a while, but I haven't been putting stickers in them. Like, I use sticker a lot, like over summer, and then when schools goes back in, I just can't because I just don't have the time normally. But the last 2 weeks we've had prep on Fridays, which means we don't have to PLC in the afternoon. Normally we have to PLC with our team, but we get one prep a month, and they just happen to fall, like the January one and the February one happen to fall 2 weeks in a row. So I've just had like a lot of time the last 2 Fridays to get stuff done, because normally on PLC days, by the time I get back to my room, I'm just like drained and I don't want to do anything. Like, I have no motivation. But on non-PLC days, I like start from basically right after school to like just get stuff done, and I'm like super motivated and just keep going. So anyway, update on the sickness in the room. Today we only had 7 gone. Yesterday was 8. Today is 7. 10 by the end of the day yesterday, but today was only 7, and no one went home early with a fever, which is good. And a couple of the kids were actually absent yesterday. Came back today, and they weren't even sick. They just had like other things going on and just happened to be like by chance. So I guess not everyone was sick, but yeah, so only 7 today. So we did the bags, and then we worked on a math like quiz thing. And then I let them catch up. They've been doing writing, and then they'll get to type it. So since we had a couple extra minutes like in between things, I just let them type up their writing if they weren't done, or catch up on iWriting minutes. And then we had extra recess that we earned, so we did that. So it was a pretty easy last couple days, to be quite honest, because like you can't do very much when you have 7 kids out of your class, because you're just gonna have to reteach it anyway. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to finish up. I have a list of things that I'm trying to get done before I go. Although, let's see. Instagram post I got. My Wonders wall I got. And then I just need to put this stuff in their folders. I'm out half of a day on Monday because I have my anatomy scan, which is really exciting. That's when I'll get like my confirmation from like the doctor as to what the gender is. The blood test said a girl, but I don't know, I just like, it would be nice to have 2 things that have said like it's a girl. Yeah, so because we've been calling her a nickname, which once I do know that, I will like tell you guys what we're naming her, because at that point that will be like for sure the name. But we have been calling her a nickname. And so I was like, if it ends up being a boy, like we're gonna have to change the name to be this other name, because that's the only thing that like goes with the nickname that we've been calling her. And like we've called her that for so long now that that's just gonna have to be his name if if it's a boy. So yeah, I'm gonna get all that done, and then next week is gonna be a crazy week. I've got an observation. I have Valentine stuff I want to get done, President's Day stuff. We have a writing test for the district. We have, I have like my post-observation meeting after my observation. I have meetings before school 2 days of the week. We have like leadership one day and then a staff meeting one day because I always fall in the same week. And then there's something else I have to do. Oh, I was supposed to sit down on interviews, but that actually ended up getting switched. Someone else was going to end up doing it because it was for a sped position. But because I'm the union rep, I was going to do it. But then one of the sped teachers said that she would do it. So that ended up working out. I think that's it. But it's just going to be a busy week. And then we have President's Week after that, which will be nice. So I'm going to go. I'm going to finish and then go home and eat dinner and relax and sit on the couch. I love Fridays like this where I just can stay at school and just like get stuff done and I don't feel rushed because I just know I'm going to go home and sit on the couch anyway, so I don't feel guilty about staying late because I don't know, it just feels so good to walk in on a Monday morning. Like I'm not here being like, oh my gosh, I'm still here at school and I want to leave. I'm here because I'm just like want to keep working and I'm just motivated and I haven't hit like my wall yet, and it just feels really good to come in on a Monday morning and not have to have worked over the weekend and like just be really, really prepared for the next week, because it's one thing to not work on the weekend but also to like not be prepared for Monday morning. And then this week I was able to leave like really early every day because I had prepped myself so well last week. So the next week will pretty much be the same, which is really nice. So anyway, I think that's it. I've now said I'm going to go like 4 times, so I'm actually going to go now. I'll catch up with you guys next week, and I think that's it. Farewell.